energy is stored by a capacitor. Energy, which kind of energy it is having and from where it got that energy. To understand that, we will consider two neutral conductor plates. Those plates are having area A, and these plates are kept a small d distance apart, and these plates are kept like this, so we can see the side view of the plates. Now these plates are electrically neutral, so they are having net charge 0, means number of positive charges will be equal to number of negative charges. Now can we call it as a capacitor? Yes, it is a capacitor, but it is a uncharged capacitor right now. To charge this capacitor, we have to connect a battery across the plates of the capacitor. So to charge the capacitor, we will connect a battery across the plates of the capacitor. When we connect the battery across the plates of the capacitor, then that battery, the positive terminal of that battery will start attracting the electrons from this plate, and these electrons will go to this side of the plate. So this plate will lose electrons and this plate will gain electrons. So this plate will having positive net charge and this plate will be having negative net charge. Now look at this. On both the plates, like charges are there. If there are like charges, then those charges must be repelling each other. If those charges are repelling each other, not right now, अभी नहीं, ये charges तब भी repel कर रहे थे जब बैटरी इन charges को separate कर रही थी. These charges are repelling each other and they want to recombine with the unlike charges. They want to get out of the plate and they want to get recombine with the unlike charges. But battery is not allowing them to get recombined. So battery did some work in accumulating like charges on both the plates. बैटरी ने कुछ काम किया है इन प्लेट्स पे लाइक चार्जेस को एक्यूमुलेट करने के लिए, एंड दैट वर्क डन बाय द बैटरी इज द एनर्जी ऑफ द कैपेसिटर. दिस इज द एनर्जी ऑफ द कैपेसिटर. बैटरी ने कुछ काम किया, चार्जेस को एक्यूमुलेट कर दिए, चार्जेस एक्यूमुलेट हुए, कैपेसिटर के अंदर एनर्जी आ गई. सो दिस इज कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ एनर्जी इन कैपेसिटर. सो वी विल राइट डाउन दिस. So work done by battery to accumulate like charges on each plate of capacitor. This will lead to store energy in the capacitor. Now we will derive the formula of this work done. Now work done by battery, that is, we know that the work done by work done in moving a unit charge is known as work done in moving an unit charge is W by Q. So the total work done by battery to move charge is V into Q. So I can write it as V into Q. अब बैटरी ने थोड़ा थोड़ा चार्ज ही दिया होगा, एक साथ तो चार्ज नहीं दिया होगा. That means small charge will be accumulated on the plates. So small work done can be written as dW is equal to V into dQ. Now by the relation of Q is equal to CV, this is very versatile relation, we can extract the value of potential from this is Q by C. So dW is equal to Q by C into dQ. Now we will integrate it. So dW is equal to 1 by C, which is the capacitance constant. So it is Q into dQ. Now it is 0 to W and it is 0 to Q. So the total work done will be W, and this if we integrate this, then we will having the value Q square by 2. So the work done is equal to Q square by 2C, or again if we find if we put the value of Q is equal to CV, then work done will be equal to C square V square by 2. So C will cancel out C, so it will be having value half CV square. So we are having two values of work done, that is Q square by 2C and half CV square, and this work done converts into energy, electrical energy, and this energy will be written by U, that is half CV square. This is the energy stored by the capacitor. Next topic is energy density. Energy density means energy stored by a capacitor in its per unit volume. एक यूनिट वॉल्यूम में जितनी एनर्जी कैपेसिटर ने स्टोर की है दैट विल बी नोन एज एनर्जी डेंसिटी. ये कंप्लीट कैपेसिटर है, ये इसका एरिया है और ये इसका डिस्टेंस है. तो इसके एक यूनिट वॉल्यूम में जितना भी एनर्जी स्टोर होगी दैट इज नोन एज एनर्जी डेंसिटी. सो वी विल राइट इट डाउन. It is defined as energy stored by capacitor in its per unit volume. Now we will derive the formula. So it will be represented by ED, that is energy per unit volume. So energy will be represented by U and this is volume. Now energy, we know that the energy stored by capacitor is half CV square and the volume of the capacitor is area into distance, so it is A into D. Now we will put the value of capacitance of capacitor. थोड़ा याद करिए कि वो capacitance कितनी होती थी. Then the capacitance of capacitor was epsilon naught A by D. So that is half C is epsilon naught A upon D and V square is there already. Now and A into D is also there, so A will cancel out A and it will be D square, so half epsilon naught V square by D square. So ED can be written as half epsilon naught V by D whole square. And can you recognize this relation? This relation is V is equal to E into D, so E is equal to V by D. This is the relation between electric field and potential. So ED is equal to half epsilon naught, this is E square. This is the relation, this is the energy density or energy stored by capacitor in its per unit volume.